Okay, we have another 2,500 point battle report. Another Warriors of Chaos versus Empire. That's usually what it is, right? This is deployment. Get a wider shot here. Down at the game store this time. Got some cool terrain. Go over terrain first. Over here we have this fish tank piece of terrain. It's actually mine. Is standing in for a magic circle. We have a fence, obstacle. Regular hill there. We're treating this as a hill, but the outside edges, except for these two spots here, will be impassable terrain. And then another hill back in the corner. River across here with two bridges, and that is all the terrain.
Does that mean those are
We'll go over Connor's. Connor has rolled to go first. We'll go over his deployment, starting on his right flank. He has a cannon and a volley gun up on the hill there. Unit of 30, right, halberdiers with a warrior priest and a level 4 life. Level 4 life in there. Has a level 2 shadow in the detachment with 15.
That's a level
3,
4.
4.
Wait, yeah, that's level 2 shadow.
Level 2. 1 through 4, 5, 6, 7. So 14 handgunners.
We've
We
got
have
armies.
a horde of great swords here with no characters in there. Detachment of 14 handgunners. Yes. 15 handgunners. There's one extra back there. With he's the level 2 shadow.
Yep, he's
the level 2 shadow, and the one over here. Sorry, they're not. Nothing's painted, and we got tons of proxy. So, yes, Connor, I'm talking. I'm implicating you here. So that's level 4 life, level 4 light, and level 2 shadow. Who's the Muldoon back there? Level 2.
Yeah.
He's just
Level
assuming
2
that
what?
you make minimum
Metal.
damage, man.
No, that's life. Or light.
Okay, metal.
Level 2 light.
This is gonna get confusing,
Okay.
and he's gonna pencil whip me on it.
Metal.
I know it.
Metal.
I'm saying it right now.
Metal. Look, see, he's got
Okay,
the little
metal.
Metal.
Life. Light.
Shadow.
Okay,
Done.
there we go. Okay, it's on. It's recorded now. So if it changes in the middle of the game, we know what Connor did. Okay, we got Lord Flashheart back there on the Pegasus. He's the BSB. Then we have another cannon up on the hill here, and then back behind that hill is
Just knights.
10 knights, inner circle knights.
Yes.
Right. Okay. All right, my deployment starting on my right flank. I have a hell cannon. 6 Chaos Trolls with Throg. Back behind there, he's not part of the unit. I have 5 Doggies, Warhounds. My Hortense BSB
Oh yeah, I get to leave stuff here.
of Zinch. Gorby's Chariot of Nurgle, Mark Nurgle. 17 Chaos Warriors Nurgle extra hand weapons with Festus. They have full command. I have a level 4 Nurgle Demon Prince, Chimera. 5 Warhounds, and just a regular chariot over here on my left flank. That's deployment. Okay, top of 1. Little bit of movement. Connor surged forward a little bit, just your typical Empire movement, really. He had to reform his knights. He stuck his knights back behind this hill.
Not exactly
And
anything I've ever done.
with the sheer side right there, he had to reform like that, and to get him out of there. So they're probably out of the battle for a few turns. Magic phase was pretty he got Throne of Vines off on his halberdiers. That remains in play spell, so
Well, it's
see what happens there. And the other spell was dispelled. It was rolled bad for Winds of Magic. Shooting phase. That cannon right there shot my hell cannon and hit him dead on, and then he rolled a 1 to wound, so no wounds there. And then volley guns out. Everything else was out of range except for that second cannon, which is an invisible cannon. Shot and just totally sniped my chariot off the table. So Connor draws first blood. All right, top of 1. Okay, end of turn 1. I guess I should have got started back here. Table overview. Movement. Yes, of course, typical chaos movement. Surged everything forward. Got my Chimera behind the warriors to protect from cannonballs. And then still out of range of the volley gun, of course. Started moving my gore beast this way. Got my BSB across the river. Warhounds across the river. Trolls on the bank. Didn't move. Hell Cannon passed his leadership, his bound test, and stupidity was passed on the reroll from the BSB for the trolls. Magic phase. I rolled 12 for Winds of Magic, and I was able to get blades off on Warhounds. I was just trying to roll in the attribute, and I did get +1 wound, +1 toughness on my Nurgle Demon Prince. And then trying the same tactic with Festus over here, I did get Miasma, Pestilence off on the warriors, but did not roll on the attribute. Shooting phase, I shot into the great swords and killed 8 of them with my Hell Cannon, and that is the end of turn 1.
Okay, my turn.
Okay, top of 2 is over with. Connor, I don't think you moved at all, did you?
My wizard.
Oh, yeah.
That was a spell.
That was magic. So no movement. Magic, he used Steed of Shadows on his life wizard.
Life is over here.
Okay.
Light's in the.
So that's the light wizard.
Yes.
And that's the life wizard. I think well, okay. Well, anyways. He did his Steed of Shadows with his shadow over there. Moved him. What else did you get off? You got off Awakening the Wood on my hounds and killed half of them. They passed their panic check. Only to be gunned down.
Like bitches.
In the shooting phase.
Like bitches.
Well, they're hounds, so.
Like bitches.
Yeah.
I killed a
Connor,
unit. I am happy.
I'm getting you on the video just so people can see.
I'm happy I
you.
killed a unit.
He's gloating over killing warhounds. That's all I have to say about that.
Ben,
It's usually more than what he usually.
actually killed your
More than what he usually does, actually. So, and then the cannon hit my charm shield. I rolled a 1 on my charm shield. So, Demon Prince took 2 wounds from the cannon, and we're ready for bottom of 2. Okay, end of turn 2. Chaos. We had quite a bit of movement. I shot, instead of charging over here, I decided to just move my guys up and use my templates because I have the Stream of Corruption spell on my Demon Prince, and then I had the Flaming attack for I utilized those this turn. Marched my warriors up, moved my gore beast as far as it would go, got my trolls across the river. I marched my warhounds up here as an attempt, but we'll tell you what happened there later. Magic, I did get. No, I didn't get any. I got 1 spell off. I got Fleshy Abundance off on my warriors, so they're at 4 up regen right now. That's pretty much it on magic. Then on shooting, I used my Flaming template, took out 4 handgunners and the volley gun, which was excellent. Did not get anything on that cannon, so that cannon is still alive. And then my Hell Cannon blasted his cannon up on the hill here into oblivion, so I was happy about that. Oh, I forgot about the charge over here. My BSB charged the great swords into the bank, so.
There aren't many
There's
people
that.
that can't shoot.
So that is the end of turn. Oh, nope, that's everything. That's the end of turn 2. Okay, top of 3, right? Movement. Connor, I don't think moved at all, did you?
Nope.
Okay, and magic, he did get final trans off on my warriors. I lost 5 warriors to final trans, turned to gold. And then they panicked and they ran 10 inches, which is a good thing for them because he was about to shoot them with his handgunners and they panicked out of range. Grape shot into the Chimera, and none of them wounded. Connor's been rolling like crap for that, I guess. And that was all the shooting. Close combat, just this one over here. I won combat, but they're stubborn and they stayed.
They're douches.
So, the bottom of 3.
You'll be looking at about 20 attacks.
Alright, this is the end of turn 3. I had quite a bit go on. Let's see. Magic. Oh, and I didn't even take that into account for magic. I got blades off on the Chimera. And I rolled on the attribute again. So I now have a toughness 7, 6 wound, Demon Prince. I was able to kill off the cannon and Soul Feeder one of my wounds, so he's only sitting on one wound now. My Chimera that charged into the handgunners, killed them. They broke. We ran them down. My warriors rallied over here. Let's see. Trolls charged BSB. He fled. Then my Gore Beast charged him and killed it and ran him down. Throg just moved across the river. My Hell Cannon fired at the knights and misfired and put a wound on Throg and then blew itself into the warp. So my Hell Cannon's gone. I think Connor's actually beating me in points right now, maybe. Well,
No.
I don't know. We'd have to total it up. But in combat over here, the BSB did a ton more wounds, and I reminded Connor to reform this time. I felt bad that he kept forgetting, so we told him. So it might go a little bit different next round. I guess we'll see. So that is the end of turn 3. Getting ready for turn 4. Okay, top of 4. Quite a bit changed over here. Connor reformed his halberdiers and did not move them. I think that's it. That's all he did for movement. Magic phase. He got Occam's Mind Razor off on the great swords with the Shadow Wizard, and did get a wound through onto my BSB, but he did enough wounds that he won combat. Connor rolled. BSB's dead, so I didn't get the reroll, and I ran them down after they broke. Oh, the wizard took a wound.
Yeah.
Did I steal your wound marker? No, you just moved it.
Oh.
So the wizard took one wound, and then they lost a bunch of handgunners, 4 or 5 handgunners for the miscast, and then he lost the rest of his dice. He rolled really well for Winds of Magic, but with the miscast, he lost all those dice. And that is pretty much all that happened, so we're at bottom of 4. Okay, end of turn 4. Connor's calling it. He's just got the 2 units left, right? And a character. So this is what the table looks like. End of game. What did I do? My warriors, I marched them up. So in case we were going to go, I attempted a charge with my Chimera into the handgunners and failed. So I moved my Demon Prince in between. That's not a charge. He just moved up right there. And all those dead halberdiers you see right there is all due to magic. Lore of Nurgle. I actually got my lore attribute off 3 times in this game, which is crazy. So he was a toughness 8 and wounds, what is it, 3, 7? 7 wound Demon Prince. And that's pretty much end of game. Good game, Connor.
Yeah, good game.